Good morning, wrestling fans. Welcome to PWR today for Tuesday morning. It's December 15th. Dave, we're halfway through the month already. It's 2020 on the man they call Meathead, and we are less than 2 weeks away from Christmas. And here's my gift to you, the listener. It's David Hero. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. We're 10 days away from good old St. Nick.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Good old St. Nick. 10 days away.
What
are you getting the fans and the listeners of PWR today?
What am I going to get them? What are you
giving them?
Christmas? Just my spoken word and my tweeting word. You know, they'll always have the proper information, I guess.
Okay, so the DHHS in the Twitterverse.
Yeah.
DHHS, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So,
gotcha.
or hey, if wrestling fans want to get some of the latest and greatest, go to collarandelbowbranded.com, use promo code PWR360, and check out what we all got going on over there. Some great Christmas gifts.
Please, and then all we've been talking about is the fanny pack kid and the twofer pack that he's got.
Oh, I tell you, the fanny pack kid, you know, he was on pay-per-view down in Louisville, Kentucky for OVW, and now his new T-shirt is out and about, and you can follow all of his antics on Instagram and Twitter at the Cal Hero with a K.
Yeah. And you had one other promo that you wanted to do there too. You were going to tell us about Manscaped?
Well, yeah, of course, man. Listen, and for the ladies listening, if you really want to, make your guy, smarten him up, go to manscaped.com, use promo code PWR, 20% off and free shipping. And then I believe they even have some special going where there's already I think 15 or 20% off, and you get an extra 20% off. So it's just a win for everybody.
Absolutely. And like Dave Hero says, like I say throughout the week, make yourself silky smooth.
Yeah, it's always about being silky smooth.
But let's talk about Cal Hero for a second. We don't just talk about Cal because, well, you know the kid. But Cal Hero apparently
he's on my tax return. So
Cal Hero apparently started watching wrestling in the early 80s.
Who knew, right? Who knew? God, some of the things he says, I'm like, there is no question he's my kid. And that interview he did in OVW's Overdrive proved it right there.
That probably, I mean, I'm not just saying this, and I'm not just saying this to you. I actually laughed a little. I mean, that was pretty damn funny. I actually enjoyed it.
Well, yeah, because for people that don't know, they're thinking, wait a minute, we thought he's like 18. How could he have been in the 8? That's Cal. Yes.
Yeah, so that was fantastic. So my daughter saw it, right? And I said, I don't know if he's going to remember who I am. I think he might forget me because Cal's blowing up right now.
Yeah, he's having a lot of fun right now, and I'm very happy for him. I'm proud of him. He's putting in all the work.
Good.
You know what I mean? And that's what's important, and that's why he's getting opportunities.
Good. That's what we want to hear. So for those of you that don't know what we just talked about for the last 2 minutes, Cal Hero down in OVW, the Fanny Pack Kid, make sure you're checking him out over at OVW. And he was on Overdrive with a big interview on the last show. So
yes.
TLC is coming up this Sunday, Dave.
I'm
excited for the matches. I want to talk a little bit about Raw last night.
Which matches are you excited about? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's only one match that has any real heat to it.
Okay, I'm excited. Now, not because of heat, but I'm excited for the Raw main event because I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you've got Miz, you've got Morrison, and then you got the challenger, AJ Styles, and I want to see how Drew McIntyre escapes this.
Well, let's not forget you got Sheamus, who's been completely screwed.
Yes, and he even took chair shots from AJ to prove that AJ can use chairs.
And here's the thing. Where was Drew McIntyre when Sheamus was getting smashed with the chair?
Right. So that friendship's a one-way friendship right now.
Oh, it's brutal. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? I mean, it reminds me of Hogan and Orndorff, from the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's where it's headed. And Drew McIntyre is going to be like, I don't understand what happened. Has there ever been a champion that looks the part but doesn't talk the part? Like he's
This
just
second run,
too
are you
nice.
talking about this run after he beat Orton this second time? This run that he's on now?
Yeah, I don't like how he talks. He's just too nice.
Yeah.
Like there's no swagger in his voice. There's no confidence. There's no ass whooping.
Yeah, and he's got, besides almost, I mean, he's got really three little guys chasing around him, kind of running around him like that annoying little fly
It
buzzing
almost
around your
does
head.
nothing.
What's that?
Almost got some. I mean, it's just like he even almost is useless out there because he doesn't do anything anyhow.
I struggled. I struggled with that chair spot with Sheamus, where he pulled him out. That looks. Ugh.
Well, I'm sure he was nervous, and
He looked super nervous. That's the thing.
and
He looked it.
he's such a big human being that it's not like an average sized person doing something.
Yeah,
it takes a lot more effort for him.
Mm-hmm. I thought to myself while I'm watching that, and as Sheamus is laying there, obviously he's getting ready to accept a chair shot. I wonder if he's thinking in his head, "I'm not letting it. You know what, AJ, you need to hit me. Please don't let that kid hit me." Not that there's anything wrong with him, but
Almost is not swinging a chair yet.
That's what I'm saying.
He hasn't done anything long enough to be
to earn the right
to have been given that trust.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Poor Sheamus they're defenseless, and he's probably thinking in his head, "Please let it be AJ that hits me," which obviously he knew was going to be AJ.
Where he's hitting him, it looks like he's getting him right in the gimmick.
Yeah, oof.
It's not like he's just hitting him in the abs. It's the entire groin area.
Yeah, you can't mess up the mommy daddy button. That's Yeah. So that was rough for me. Another thing I want to touch on is the Firefly Funhouse Live Edition. They called it the field trip to the Thunderdome. What do you think this would have looked like if we had a live crowd?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know if it could be done.
Probably not, because you can't have the puppets at ringside.
Right.
You know what I mean? But how weird was it? It's like, why is he signing a carrot? Okay.
Yeah.
That was very kabuki-ish. And then you have Husky the pig. That's not even saying anything, talking. Yeah, it's like, okay, so the audio went out. I mean, the best segment. There were two strong segments last night.
Tell us.
I thought, obviously Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt and the Fiend. That should have ended the show because that there was legit. That was emotional.
Wait, was that a pun? Was that a play on words? Legit heat?
No, not at all. And then the other thing that I thought was done really well was introducing Jackson Riker as Elias.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only time throughout the night where somebody actually got over, as far as I'm concerned.
Because they fed him the whole 24/7 division short of R-Truth.
They did, and he looked the part, and he talked the part, and you're like, okay, this guy looks insane, and that's exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, and that's our good friend Gunner from TNA, who was a forgotten son. We had forgotten about him for a while, but we didn't forget he was on Main Event last week.
And then, the Lana segment wasn't good business because it just defeated, it defeated the purpose of building up Lana for so long.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing New Day in the Hurt Business. That's already old. Jeff Hardy looked uncomfortable. Your buddy Riddle is obnoxious.
Oh, you don't like those bro nuts?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't like. I mean, I'm sure he is a fantastic guy, but I just don't see it. Okay. So it's going to be. I mean, the next month or two. I mean, right now they're a month away from WrestleMania season because after TLC they have to
build to the Rumble.
Yes, and right now they don't have enough guys with enough clout and enough steam and heat behind them to go forward.
You don't think they fill it with about 10 NXT guys?
No, because here's why. And for everyone that says, oh, they got to bring up the Undisputed Era and Karrion Kross.
No.
Okay, fine. They do that. Who do they replace them with down there on Wednesday nights?
Put Dijakovic back there.
Yeah, but he's in Retribution.
I know, but we don't know that.
I thought I was pretty confident that at one point, that they did go through and tell everybody who everybody was.
Yeah, because last night,
At least it was done on
I
Twitter.
was going to say, last night on television, we had Ali say, you know what, Joe, maybe you should talk about it. Aren't you sitting in Mace's seat? That was the first time that got brought up.
Yeah.
Referencing Dio Madden, the former commentator who got, choked or F5'd by Brock Lesnar.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, and here's the thing: you can't expect the NXT kids to come up and save the Royal Rumble.
No, they shouldn't.
It's not fair.
No. Yeah, and how many special legend gimmicks can you throw in there? If it's a 30-man battle royal, you expect maybe 5 special, maybe 5.
I would say no more than 3.
No more than 3. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Any hot news on who the 3 are? I mean, not that you're going to spoil it for us.
You know what? That is so far down the road for them right now. They don't start working on that probably until the 1st or 2nd week of January.
I hope they're working on it behind the scenes first to tell that dude to get into shape if they're not in shape, or to get ready to bump.
Here's how it is. Unless they're in shape, they're not going to call them.
Fair enough.
Okay. So I'm just hoping that the Royal Rumble is not built around Bill Goldberg, because that would just be terrible.
And that's not a slight on Bill Goldberg at all. It's just that, I mean...
No, it is. Bill Goldberg, we don't need to see Bill Goldberg anymore.
No, I mean, I'm saying it's not a slight on Bill Goldberg because he's brought in because they don't have enough. So Goldberg's brought in to win it in 2 minutes, to drop it, and then be gone again. It's not a slight on a man. It's a slight on the fact that they have nothing else.
But here's the problem. That's not good business.
No, it's terrible business.
So yeah, I'm hoping that there's all this room in your window, and it's going to be Goldberg against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Right.
When they popped up that new thing on the streak on the network, I'm like, oh, they're starting to format us to reintroduce Bill Goldberg again.
Yep. And Bill Goldberg will hit a tweet here and there and let us know that, it's time. So TLC this Sunday, like I said, I'm excited to see how Drew gets out of it, because he's got 3 little bees buzzing around his head. Maybe he gets that violent, aggressive champion demeanor going. But the rest of the Raw show right now just isn't doing it for me. Let's talk about tonight. Tonight on Impact. Okay. It's on Access. Yeah, it's on Access TV. And again, they broke the Twitch universe. They broke it, smashed their record. AEW champion Kenny Omega, the cleaner, is going to be back on again. Any thoughts on what he's going to announce tonight?
I think he's probably going to be challenging for the Impact Heavyweight Championship. I mean,
Rich Swann, right?
Yes. I mean, he retained his AAA championship over the weekend. So now, he wants to become the belt collector. He wants to have his own infinity gauntlet of belt stones, And you know what? I think, for me, if I'm AEW, the payoff is going to be down the road when they do some sort of super show where they have Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, AAA, NWA, maybe MLW, like a legit super show, stadium show. Wouldn't be surprised if that comes up at WrestleMania weekend in Jacksonville.
Ooh, that'd be fantastic. And I was going to ask you too, Dave, out of this relationship that they have so far, I mean, who's getting what out of what? AEW, I don't think has got anything out of it yet, and I think it's all Impact Wrestling so far.
Well, right, and here's the thing. AEW, they don't need to get anything out of it right now because they need to elevate everyone else they're working with right now.
Yes.
Because if they don't elevate them,
then what's it worth when they beat them?
It's not even that. It's just like, so it's just AEW working with a bunch of independent companies. Mm-hmm. So the AEW elevates them, gets them, perception-wise to be on the same level, to have world champions, to have stars, whatever else. Yeah. It just makes it very interesting because, let's be honest, AEW right now cannot go head-to-head with Raw and or SmackDown.
No.
But you bring in all those other moving parts AAA, New Japan,
NWA.
NWA, Impact. Oh, now it's like now you're drawing from all over the world. And it's going to be very, very, very interesting because I honestly believe if they put together a stadium show, oof, that's going to be something big.
I'm excited. There's something to be excited about too. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Impact talent. I'm waiting for Impact talent to show up in AEW. Maybe the Good Brothers and come wrestle, say, FTR. Even though, didn't we see that already in WWE?
I'm sure yeah. And if anything, it'll be the Machine Guns will show up.
Ooh, Machine Guns and Bucks.
Yeah, again,
I know we've seen that wasn't that ROH, or where'd we see that?
That was an Impact.
I don't think the Bucks were the Bucks that they are now, but the Bucks have been an Impact, yes.
Yes, but I know that they had a pay-per-view match. It was the Bucks against the Machine Guns. So
I can see all of that.
It'll be interesting. The only thing that they got to work on is they have to have. I don't know if Rich Swann is a strong enough world champion to challenge or defend against Kenny Omega right now.
Why don't they put EY back on it again? I know that he's been having some issues, and he was the champion before Rich Swann. Maybe have EY pick it up again.
Well, because here's the thing. I think that you need the weaker babyface to lose, as opposed to the psychopath that has almost the 7-foot giant with him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, because EY's, not that Rich Swann isn't, but I struggle looking at Rich Swann because I know that he was in 205 Live.
Right.
That hurts me when I look at him. But EY, I mean, he has the look of a champion. I mean, he carries himself as a champion.
Yes, he does. So
it's going to be a real wrestling mentality right there.
Yes.
Well, we got a lot of stuff coming up. And again, TLC is this Sunday. So PWR fantasy draft wise, Dave, you and I, it's coming down to the wire. We got lots of people on the show this weekend.
Do we?
We've got lots.
Well, I got Roman. I don't have Braun Strowman, do I? He's not tonight. He's not going to.
I don't think he's on the pay-per-view.
No.
Actually, maybe you don't have lots. And I thought you did. Let me think about who I've got. I've got Asuka wrestling for the tag team championships. I got Drew. I've got the Profits.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy's going to wrestle.
Roman. I got Bray. I got
Kevin Owens wrestling Roman.
Oh, well, that'd be a loss for you.
It's a loss, but he's showing up in a specialty.
I think that's all that I got, really. Just carrying.
And again, Jeff Hardy will get a match. I'm pretty sure Jeff Hardy is going to wrestle Lashley again on the pre-show.
God, I hope not.
But I hope so for points. I don't think he's going to win it, but we're getting down to the wire. That Rumble's the next, unless they sneak in a special network event of some sort. That Rumble's next.
Oh yeah, and that's where everything's going to change.
I think so too. Well, I mean, not for the better for you, but everything will change.
All
right, Dave. Well, hey, this has been a nice, clean and crisp 20 minutes. How do you feel?
I love being in and out in 20 minutes. That's perfect.
I don't think I can make it 20 minutes anywhere else, Dave.
Well, that's it. I feel sorry for your wife.
Hey, we got the kids. We're good.
All right. Sounds good, man.
For Dave Hero. Yep. For Dave Hero, I'm the man that called me today. Hey, thanks for stopping by. So long, everyone.